Thanks for waiting, everybody. As usual, my name is Andre. I'm eager to play this game. Today we're playing some more Honkai Star Rail. Hope you guys are looking forward to it, as much as I am. Oh, evening, Kibo. How are you? Let's see, Don Hong. Found an old express communication log in the databank, and one of the categories is dad jokes. I don't fully understand it, but my instincts tell me you should be able to. Am I like that? So this is the kind of person I am in your mind? Yes. This is what it says. On watchkeeping duty with Himiko, she's talking in her sleep. Pom Pom. There's another entry an hour later. On watchkeeping duty with Pom Pom, they've been talking in their sleep for almost an hour. What do you think? I don't understand. This is clearly a horror story. You just beat the boss of Belobog not too long ago, right? Is it? I don't understand it, but it sounds like we need an extra tag for it. The log stops here. Ask Himiko and Pom Pom, neither of them remembered the incident. Who's the one talking in their sleep? Looks like we can only rely on other entries to verify this information. I tend to believe the databank is omnipotent. Log into the game, get money. It's my favorite part of the game. The part where I don't have to put any effort into it. Oh boy, one special pass. Nameless land, nameless people. Let's have you and you go. And then we'll have you and you go there. And then you two. 9 billion names. Claim that. There we go. Missions. Sensitive beings. Oops. There we go.
Finally! You're here! This is urgent, so I'll cut to the chase. Arlen's disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes, I can't find him. He's not answering his messages or calls. In all the time since I took him in, this has never happened.
Have you checked the surveillance cameras?
Of course. I didn't see him. Parts of the surveillance system were destroyed when the Legion invaded. It still hasn't been fully repaired. Maybe he took advantage of a blind spot. It's been 13 hours since he last contacted me. He usually takes less than 13 seconds to reply to my messages. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I checked the security department's work plan records. This is what I found. Look, at his last work objectives entry, of the heart, of the mirror, of the self. It's so strange.
I think guys his age do tend to write like this.
But he's never written poetry before. I asked people in the security department, but none of them thought it was concerning. They said stuff like, Brother Arlen is a grown man with his own plans. I couldn't get them to listen at all, so I'm asking you for help.
You know, guys his age need some alone time sometimes.
Why are you acting like those security department idiots? Stop fooling around and help me. I have a secret weapon. Say hello to Peppy.
Peppy?
Peppy's my dog. Arlen's looked after him since he was a puppy. They're great friends.
Cool.
Peppy knows Arlen's scent. Maybe he can track him down.
Then, am I still needed?
Yes! Think about it. If people see me, the acting lead researcher searching for Arlen, wouldn't that make Arlen look incompetent as head of the security department?
Fair point.
Let's go together. Relax. Peppy doesn't bite.
Thirsty. Need some lemonade. Well. All right, let's... Oh. Good fortune stayed relatively well off. That's about it. Of course, you're asking the expert. Of every 10 parcels discovered here, 8 are mine. The IPC owns a lot of platforms. Reversal recommendation would be Cosmo Premium. They have good customer service. However, the Legion's invasions made delivery difficult. It's either we've received your order and it stays that way forever, or they lose your parcel on its way here. The medic virus that infected the crack-up conch. It's kind of information particle that spreads around exponentially like a virus, or will bring changes in contamination to the host's nature of thinking. Unfortunately, it can infect inanimate objects, and thus change the crack-up conch's external expression. It no longer tells jokes, but instead keeps talking weird nonsense. Now you're genuinely grinding your missions to finish them? Yeah. Is the security department just mean? Sounds reasonable. It is. It's not rocket science. You just need to walk up to them and listen, and see if there are any unusual behaviors. If you find anything weird, just write it down and report it to me. No problem. I'll take care of it. I don't know your taste. Why don't I pay everything in your shopping cart out of my own pocket? You're free to choose whatever you like. Well, let me tell you about the 3 suspects. Mayor from the Department of Insight, Chris from the Department of Galactic Geopolitics, and Joanne from the Medical Department. They usually stay in their own cabins. Given the station's current situation, I don't think they'll be anywhere else. So please help me take care of this. Fine. Mara's right ahead. I better let her hide around here and listen to what she says. Ha! Huh! Ha! Huh! I feel like my pronunciation's not very good. Better keep practicing. Fluffy hair and strong limbs. If only I could touch it. Bah, what kind of dirty idea is this? How nice it'd be if I can be their slave. I just need to keep practicing, and one day I can... Mayor, you look much better lately. So the thing I told you about, it actually worked? Well, no, that's not the case. Sorry, I did try to look up what you mentioned, but I might have gotten off track halfway. But yes, it is quite useful. It's just that, well, is there anything else? Well, there's something I want to ask you about. So I've been researching how aeons are depicted in mythological tales from different planets. Why are they depicted so differently? Some even have this so-called Leviathan worship. Leviathans can be pets too. Well, pets. well, there's a research report that I haven't finished working on yet, so I'll get back to you later. Sure. By the way, I haven't seen you around lately. Did you go on an exotic field trip? Discover anything new? Can you tell me anything? Well, let's talk about this later. I didn't... Okay, I understand. You must be very busy since you just came back. Anyway, it's nice to see that you've recovered mentally. I'll leave you to it. Something strange about her. At first, she was imitating some strange sounds. Then when she talked about Leviathan worship, she looked very nervous. Did she come into contact with some kind of Leviathan during her research and her mind got contaminated? Strange. We meet again. I don't know much about anything apart from the eons. How can I help you? I have a few questions. In what field to study? I'm not a general scholar. If I can't answer your questions, please ask the other researchers. Have you seen that lord? Have I seen that lord? What are you talking about? In ancient times, people were not aware of the exact nature of the sun, but they still worshipped the sun god for them. The idea of approaching the scorching sun is too much for them to handle. I'm already happy that I managed to find clues about the existence of aeons. If I am really being watched by the great aeons... Oh, are you also interested in the invasion? That was a huge event. The Enevitable Legion of galactic weapons made of antimatter. Do you know what that means? It echoes the infatuation and disaster of the mystic scroll of aeons. As a result, I've come to the conclusion these invaders are followers of Nanook, the destruction. This can't be wrong. Alright, well, I guess you're not talking about the mission. It's good to know. I think this is Chris. Let me observe his behavior. Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you doing? Why are you staring at me like that? Stay away from me. I'm just passing by. I saw you peeping at me, I'm sure of it. Hold on. Why'd you dye your hair like that? Did you do that to show off in front of me? Trying to stand out from everyone else? In your clothes. Why don't you wear the uniform? You're trying to show off your luxurious tailor-made outfit? I didn't dye my hair. No one else has hair like that. You think you're special, huh? You just want to show off your privileges. Such an attention seeker. Well, show off as much as you want. Don't try to act all innocent. I know exactly what people like you think. You think you're better than us. It's not enough for you to show off in the virtual world. You have to track me down and show off in front of my face. You think you're so rich that you can own the universe. Wait a second. What's that look on your face? Is there something in your eyes? You have a corneal contact camera? Why are you taking videos? Is this live? Oh, I get it. You're one of those people who likes to live broadcast your bullying behavior. Now go away. Leave me alone. Smack him with a bat? Yeah, kind of feel like it. Huh. Can't have a normal conversation with this person. He's so paranoid. Is he infected with the virus? I want to smack a lot of people with the bat. All right. Jan's right in front of me. She looks like she's talking to someone. There's nowhere to hide. I know. I'll just pretend I'm checking out the medical services. Hey, Joanne. So surprised to see you're not still sleeping today. How rare. Maybe the blue has also started to orbit around the space station. The test results are out. I've sent them to you through the terminal. You may start the review process. My goodness. Joanne is actually working. Am I dreaming? You're only noticing this now? She's been 3 hours early for work for the past 7 days. Looks like you haven't been paying attention. Review countdown begins. 30 minutes left. I only took a few days off, and now our department's changed so much. I can't believe it. Who turned you into this, Joanne? What happened to you? My guess is that it has something to do with the department's reform. The Interastral Peace Corporation has cut the medical research budget this quarter. We're also impacted. I heard that there would be reform. It's not that unusual for people to try to get a high performance indicator during such turbulent times. Wouldn't want your research budget to be cut, would you? You're right, but I still need some time to digest all this. It's really unbelievable. The sleeping beauty of our medical department finally stopped sleeping and began to act on her duty as a doctor. No one's going to believe this. 20 minutes left. I need to see what the results in the next 20 minutes. All right. I'll get on it. Although Joanne looks normal, the way she speaks is very strange. She's emotionless when she talks, and her face looks stiff like a robot. Meow.
I'll need to record today's notes in the databank.
So all three of them sound unusual, but in theory there should only be one person who's infected. The principle behind it is actually quite simple. The viral load of informational particles left behind by the mimetic virus in the crack-up conch is simply not high enough. The viral load detected barely reaches the amount that can be carried by an infected adult, so it's absolutely impossible for the crack-up conch to have contracted the virus from multiple individuals. So, what next? I've got a backup plan. The mimetic virus is transmitted through virtual data, and all virtual data in the space station leaves traces in the terminal. So we couldn't get much from our previous investigation. Let's check the browsing records of the 3 suspects. Then we should be able to identify the source of the infection. I've got an emergency plan for situations like this. Please visit the Data Exchange Center, where the terminal is located. But I've never used a terminal. Don't worry, it's simple. Enter the terminal room, verify your identity, and you can start your query. Simply put, anyone using any data gadget, which basically includes everyone on the space station, would have their user behaviors recorded by the terminal. It is thus inappropriate for me or any other staff member to check such information. I know, you're just looking for excuses to slack off. It's not like that. I would have gone if I could. Think about it. Despite different backgrounds and identities, people on the space station have reached an agreement on personal privacy. The traces left from using virtual data can be found in the terminal. For example, from here, people can see all the unusual virtual platforms you visited during your working hours. Therefore, to respect everyone's privacy, no one, including myself and the other staff, should access the terminal. Think about it in their shoes. If you're the space station staff, would you be happy with me going through your browsing records on the virtual network? I'd rather die. Now you understand, right? That's why your special identity makes you a perfect candidate for this. So you want me to get beaten up? Geez, is this the kind of nonsense you think about all day? I have nothing against you. Why would I set you up? From an objective point of view, you're an outsider on the space station. You're not familiar with most people here, so it's unlikely that you hold any personal grudge against anyone. Not every outsider has the right to access personal records, but you are different. You're the hero who saved the space station. People trust your moral character. But of course, if you decide to help, I hope you will keep everything you see strictly confidential. My lips are sealed. Anyway, keep it all secret while you're still in the station. As for where you go or what you do in the future, it's none of my business. Before you leave, let me tell you how to use the terminal. As you know, the invasion of the station is severely damaged by the whole data center. And the server room, where the terminal is housed, is no exception. Despite our best efforts, the damage is yet to be fully remediated, and reported cases of mimetic virus infection only made things worse. I had to send a maintenance engineer to monitor the situation on a daily basis. The engineer would turn on the optical identity verification program manually every day to check whether the bioelectricity of each visitor entering the room is normal. Thus, entering the terminal room is not invaded. Since the optical identity verification program is refreshed dynamically after it's turned on every day, you need to re-verify your identity every time you enter. For more details, please consult the maintenance engineer. I've told the engineer that you have permission to enter the room. So, I'll leave the rest to you. Ugh. That's a lot of words. Lot of words give Jay headache. Okay, let's see. Which way do I need to go? What's it? Let's see. Going. Smack. Just gone.
Tough luck running into me.
Let's go.
Whack. Whack.
I've no inch. Let's make. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Ah, the toilet. The teleporting toilet. I don't want to know where it takes me this time. A row of large words pops up on the terminal screen. Code error 505, service unavailable. There are no other responses. Someone runs back into the room panting. Looks like he's the maintenance engineer Asta mentioned. The terminal doesn't respond. Let me ask him. Sup, dude? Sorry. I'm sorry. Are you Andre? Asta already gave me a heads up that you're going to come and use the terminal. I'm terribly sorry. The computer system in the next room suddenly initiated an auto-update. The researchers didn't have time to save their results, so I went to help them just now. Prompted error code 505? I didn't connect the data to the terminal while I was away. Let me turn it on. It'll take just a second. It's all set now. Please verify your identity again, and the results will come up when you input your query. Wait, I have to do this again? That's weird. Uh-huh. I'll take it. Free chest. Her space is online. Obtained a camera access. Obtained album access. Visited the webpage Galactic Search Site. Where are the best photo editing softwares? Obtained album access. Visit the web page Afterglow Dating. Meet your soulmate whenever and wherever. Private dating community. Here's the webpage Galactic Search Guide, Sleep Aid Video. Visit Video Pi, the freshest and fastest video service. Visit Video Pi, the year's top sleep aid pick, the most comfortable scalp massage. Video Pi. Okay, so sleep, sleeping, wake up, sleeping, wake up. Leap Kitty Invasion. Huh. Visit the webpage Galactic Search of Black Cat and Mythology, History of Witches and Cats. Cosmo Premium. Oh, that's Asta. That's funny. Visit the Cosmo Premium membership invitation shopping platform. Cosmo Premium Star Knot price. Visit Cosmo Premium most expensive Star Knot price. Contact customer service. Huh. Turns out Mary's been suffering from insomnia. Now she can fall asleep after watching short videos of cats snoring. So she was just imitating the sound of cats last time? Turns out she was just a run-of-the-mill cat lover. That's all good. She can't be the one who got infected. Let me check other people's records. Lower. Insufficient computing power. Please try again later. After several attempts, the same message still keeps popping up. Perhaps the terminal meant a lot later. What's wrong? I only insufficient computing power and try again later? Oh, that's normal. The terminal's not broken. It's nothing to worry about. Although it won't be operational until tomorrow. Why? Because the station was invaded. We had more than one terminal, connecting units on a much larger scale. During that debacle, some units were damaged. The computing power of the terminal was thus greatly decreased. Not to mention, it's only running on a single core processor right now. The lead researcher said she was going to purchase new equipment, but it hasn't arrived yet. Therefore, with the current computing power, you can only query once a day. And the current identity verification program has to be activated manually by me every day. So, please come back tomorrow. Wow. Alright.
getting late. Where to now?
Okay, well, that's the end of that mission. All right, Peppy. Let's find let's find the lead security officer. I know a little puppy that runs like that.
That's Professor Capote? Are you sure Arlen was here, Peppy? Weird. Why would he visit this Casanova?
Capote. I thought you said his name was
He
Capote.
probably should have been named Casanova. Well, I've gotten used to saying it anyway. Behold, the winner of the most awesome researcher contest.
Why is that a contest?
It's better if I don't show my face. See if you can get some intel out of him.
Ah, I love lemonade. Refreshing. It's like 100 degrees, so it's like the best. It's like the best having ice cold lemonade right now.
I too was terrified, petrified even. But there remained a light in my heart, a light that led me onward. That light was the happy smiles on all your faces.
Shut up.
Master Capote thinks about me.
Oh, it's you. Long time no see. How are you? I'm a bit busy here. If it's not urgent...
He'd ask Capote about Arlen.
Arlen? Yes. I know him. After all, my calling is to light up the heart of every person on the space station. As to his current location, forgive me, but I cannot tell.
Insert dramatic pause and sudden drama here.
Everyone knows the most important word in my life is principle. Huh? Without principle, what difference would there be between a person and a mechanical arm?
Wait a minute. Last time he said the most important word in his life was illumination.
We need to update Master Capote's life wiki. This will be version 12.0 of his life keywords.
Anyway, I do not lie. I can tell you that I did indeed meet Arlen recently, and I know where he went. Regrettably, I already swore on my life that I, Capote, would never tell anyone Captain Arlen's secret.
Spares no effort in praising Capote's character.
Like you already know what kind of person I am. Captain Arlen had a similar expression to yours when he found me. He was anxious, but answers are not easy to give. Besides, he wanted to master a trial of the heart that would thoroughly change him, and that would be even more difficult. You can't even imagine the difficulty of the trial. I was tired merely from the act of imitating that way of talking with him. Thankfully,
His words match Arlen's work plan records. Seems like...
Yes, Capote about the trial of the heart.
I didn't say that. Did you mishear it? What I said was, life is a trial, and you need to be true to yourself. So, I know nothing about anything you said about Captain Arlen. I need to head to a meeting now. Can we talk later?
I can't let him get away like this. If he doesn't want to tell me, then...
Tempt Capote with a promotion.
Don't joke about that. Promotions have a strict assessment process. I did hear that the space station gives special benefits to morally upstanding researchers, but those are just rumors. Even the oldest staff have never witnessed it.
Stop looking down on Master Capote! He's not the kind of person you think he is.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 4.0. Master Capote doesn't care about rank. Everyone knows that.
Even if you promoted Master Capote to acting lead researcher, he wouldn't tell you about the trial.
Indeed. I won't forsake my precious morality for something so base. How could you think up something so terrible? You're not just lost, my friend. You've completely strayed from the narrow path. I need to give you a thorough education on human ethics. We'll need to sit down and go over it slowly.
No need to bother Master Capote. We'll fix this injustice for you ourselves.
What? You've been surrounded by the Master Capote fan club and listened to a frustratingly long lecture. That's gradually forgetting what you're going to ask.
Wow, the cringe is strong. I need to remember what I came here for.
They went through everything with you? I'm sure you reflected deeply on your actions. Well, I'll pretend I never heard the things you... Of course, if you haven't reflected enough, we can always talk more in private. Right now, I need to hurry to a meeting.
I can't let him get away like this.
Dare to utter such a threat? Listen here. Leaving aside the fact that you don't have the right to dismiss me, I wouldn't yield even if lead researcher Asta... No! If Madam wanna threaten to kill me while you're at it. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I will not yield.
Master Capote is so courageous. We're so lucky to be his fans.
Ugh.
He said the exact same thing when he promised Captain Arlen.
Yes, the part about not yielding. It's making me tear.
I'm gonna print out the transcript of the conversation as soon as I get back today. The fan club needs to recite and memorize it.
Transcript? They recorded Arlen's conversation with Capote. I didn't think a clue like that would suddenly pop up. This is the one who mentioned the transcript just...
Hey, you've been talking Master Capote's ear off this whole time. Do you want to join the fan club?
I bet you do. You wouldn't have known about Captain Arlen's meeting with Master Capote unless you had an interest.
You even memorized the internal testing content for version 12.0 of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
You must be one of those super fans that stayed under the radar. We've been careless.
We're on the same side after all.
I hate
This is
this.
our latest welcome bundle for new members of the fan club. And I'll toss in an updated version of Master Capote's Life Wiki.
He looks really cool in the new limited edition snapshots.
Oh, yeah. I have never actually met people like that, and I hope I never do. Well, we got plenty of clues. Told Asta about what just happened, the clues you found.
What happened to you, Arlen? Why did you have to get that sleazy Capote to help you with a trial? Yeah, I guess that's our starting point. This handwriting looks familiar. Huh, is it Arlen's? Against the scorching sun, a beautiful flower will never endure. Within my fair embrace, my love for you is tender and pure. Yuck, so slimy. It does sound like Cody. This handwriting.
Whoops.
yuck.
Whoops. Alright, there we go. Limited edition snapshot.
Candid shot, but surely he knew it was being taken. It's autographed. There's a figure that's not quite in the shot. Oh, is that Arlen? So Arlen did go to see Professor Capote. This is the evidence. Ugh. Even the space station handbook doesn't get updated so frequently.
Following is a transcript of a recording. Capote. Come on, Captain Arlen. You have to get into the role. I'm sorry, Professor. I just can't think of you as an overbearing boss. Close your eyes and try to feel it. After all, this is your trial of the heart. Listen to my instructions and let's try again. Ahem. Arlen, come to my office. Time waits for no one, and every minute of my time is precious. Yes, sir. Okay. I'm coming over right away. Wrong. Big mistake, Captain Arlen. You can't just be so submissive. If you were tasked with something beyond your scope of work, would you also take off immediately like you just did? Oh dear, if you want to learn how to handle an overbearing boss, it looks like your heart is going to have to be put in some serious training. Sounds like we got enough clues.
Trial of the heart means knowing how to deal with an overbearing boss. So that's how Arlen sees me.
Ooh, brutal. Maybe it isn't about you.
I need to talk to him. Let's hurry up and find him. Peppy, it's your turn again.
Where's the dog? Gotta find the dog. I love the way he waddles. I love that like short, the tiny dog run where they're just like tap 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 tap.
That's Dan Hung and the security department staff. There are still remnants of the Antimatter Legion in the space station. Let's go help them.
Okay. Ooh, they're new.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
You have the worst luck running into me.
There we go.
Watch this.
Whack.
You've still got time to surrender.
Rules are made to be broken.
Whack.
The truth of life and death, revealed in this sanctuary, is but a vision. Break!
Nice.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to protect a friend's secret.
Then be careful. There's still Legion remnants in the area.
He doesn't even care. He's just like,
Arlen
alright.
isn't here right now, so we need to step up the space station security. Spare no effort and stay focused.
Yes, Brother Don Hung.
Yes, he's with March, but I suggest you don't bother him. He's given himself a personal trial.
Person again with his
Brother
trial.
Arlen's special trial? He's a man among men, a lion among tigers. he's already reached great heights, but still he wants to improve.
That trial. I bet it's even more intense than physical training. And Brother Arlen already challenges himself to the limit in that department. He runs 21,358 meters around the space station every day. An eagle among wolves. Always so hard on himself.
An eagle among wolves? I don't... Huh. That's a phrase I've never heard before. What kind of trial is it?
I think it must have something to do with the mind. He probably found a waterfall and asked Ms. March to lower the temperature to freezing point.
No way. Brother Arlen's trial wouldn't be as simple as just standing under a waterfall. I think he wants to learn fighting skills from Miss March.
They're not correct, but not wrong either. Arlan came to me to learn how to manage pressure from his boss. So I sent him to March. If he can manage her, then there's nothing to fear.
That's pretty
I
sadistic.
think Brother Don Hung is pretty smart.
Brother Arlen only has one weakness in his armor, but he won't ignore it. He's too awesome for that.
Arlan and I decided to switch our assignments. He went with March to investigate a suspicious crystal, and I've taken up his patrol. That's all.
Did you
He
leave anything
gave
with
me
you?
a pass for access across the space station while on patrol.
I found a broken ceiling tile. This mark? It must be from where Brother Arlen smashed it down.
Move aside. What kind of clue is that? This floor tile I found is way better. Look at the footprint. It's the right size, not to mention the angle of motion. This is proof of Brother Arlen in combat.
Why are people so obsessed with other people on this station?
He said he read an anonymous handwritten journal in the space station. It contained 36 different strategies to do with managing pressure from one's boss. It also contained
Sounds
some
like a-
information on trials.
Sounds like a Facebook article.
Firstly, trial of the heart.
36
One
ways
needs
to deal with an
acknowledge the
overbearing
pressure of the
boss.
heart, and only then
Just
can
click
one
here to
face
read it. Also, there's a million ads.
Secondly, trial of the mirror. Like a mirror's reflection, one needs to personally experience the pressure others feel in a job in order to understand it. Lastly, trial of the self. One places oneself within that pressure to complete a transformation. I believe he came to me to complete the trial of the mirror. No? He didn't say. And I didn't ask.
Brother Arlen doesn't need a reason to improve himself. You don't understand him at all.
Brother Arlen is a fierce fighter with an eye for detail. If you don't understand his reason for doing things, maybe that's because you're too zoomed in.
I don't
He's
understand
just
these
staying ahead
people.
of the game is all. He's the space station's cold-hearted hawk. The security department's alpha wolf.
If you want to find Arlan, just contact March.
Okay.
Job pressure? How to manage your boss? Arlen, I'm sorry. I never knew I was giving you so much pressure.
Calm down. Let's look at the clues first.
I need to feel the pressure he's feeling so I can understand what it's all about. Look how smashed up the ceiling tile is. Arlen must have bottled up his frustration and had no way of releasing it, so he took it out on the monsters. Oh, there's a photo of Peppy on the pass. I got Arlen to look after Peppy because I thought they got along, but is that giving him too much extra pressure? Oh.
Pressure!
Printed out Peppy's
Pressing
picture
down
as a
on
way of
me.
forcing himself to remember
Pressing
his
down on
responsibility.
you. No one asked for any more than I'll probably get it.
It's Arlen's shoe size,
Copyright.
alright? And this actually came from a pair of shoes I bought for him. Maybe even these shoes are painful shackles for him.
Oh my god, dude. The drama of this ship, man.
Yeah. We need to find Arlen quickly. I need to apologize to him in person.
I mean, I'm taking a break from being a wanted criminal suspected of trying to incite rebellion, and this is too dramatic for me.
Let's get going.
Supply zone. Whack.
So Peppy can locate March just by looking at a photo of her. Is he really using scent to track?
It's an alien dog. Who knows?
What a cute doggy! Oh, you're here too.
Nice of you to acknowledge the canine before me.
Hey, he's a new face and you're not. Huh, this little guy looks familiar. Are you Arlen's Peppy? Aw, I'm sorry. Your master isn't here. He's gone off to investigate.
Did you mention anything about a trial?
He kept harping on about Don Hung being a true warrior or something. Oh, he did say that completing an assignment with me would help him complete the final. It felt like he learned a lot from me. Then again, everyone has a lot to learn from me.
Why'd you
We
split
were
up?
investigating suspicious crystals together, but he said it was all pointless if he couldn't transform himself. I could tell he was giving himself a lot of pressure, so I gave him a suggestion.
Pressure.
I told him actions speak louder than words when you want to prove yourself. I was just thinking out loud, really. I had no idea what kind of trial he was doing. But when he heard that, he said Mr. Don Hung was right. And then he just left. I took a photo of him. He was doing one of those tough guy walks.
Tough guy walks?
Come to
What exactly is a
think of it,
tough guy walk?
maybe I shouldn't have left him alone. Take me with you if you're going after him.
A photo of Harlan's back? Track down the suspicious crystals. Where is it? There we go. Oh, it's the other way. I'm dumb. Oh, these things.
I read that a Stellaron's internal fluctuations will cause a fragmentum to appear. Did Arlen?
Hey, relax. I've seen plenty of Stellarons. It'll be fine.
I hope Arlen is safe. The extent of the corrosion here is a lot worse than I imagined. Mrs. Hinkle.
Whack.
Clemency? Never heard.
What's this?
This is
Whack.
reach the end of the story in your own way.
A lot of things in this room.
The time is now.
You have the worst luck running into me.
Let's go.
think that's my favorite. It's still my favorite line when you're after getting hit. You're annoying.
The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This sanctuary is but a vision.
Watch this!
No. That's enough of that.
Rules are made to be broken!
Whack.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hey, there he is. Can I break this box without activating the cutscene? Oh, you got into a fighting stance. Cool. Don't mind me, just breaking a few things.
Lady Asta, you... Why are you all here? I've never seen anything like this before. It looks like some kind of new entity. It must have mutated after being corroded.
I've seen like 5 of those things, man. We'll be fine.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
I'm gonna love Kinky's teleport line and her line when she gets healed. Hmm.
Move carefully.
I'll take your word for it.
My turn. With me out here, how can we lose? You call it small. You can't run.
Batter up! Rules are made to be broken! You're out!
Nah. Done.
Try that again.
The truth of life and death, but this sanctuary is but a vision.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
There we go.
It's too late to retire now.
You have the...
Let's make it quick.
Bang.
Now you done. Follow, if you want a wicked start from the great Paradise. This way, this way.
Step aside. I have no interest.
Alright. Hmm.
Stay right there while I give you a present.
Let's go.
Whack.
Clemency? Never heard of it. The times now.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
You can't run.
What about Mercy? Nope.
truth of life and death. With this sanctuary is but a vision.
There we go. What's wrong with you?
Are you okay, my lady?
Arlen,
Lady Asta? Why are you crying? Are you hurt?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
It's all my fault. I've been putting too much on your plate, and that's why you looked up ways to manage the pressure. I honestly didn't realize that these things would bring you so much stress.
There's a twist here. I feel it. I feel it coming.
I just want to say I'm sorry.
My lady, you didn't give me any pressure.
Arlen, you don't need to hide this from me any longer. He and I know all about the trials you're putting yourself through. If you can't forgive me right now, then I'll reflect further and find a way to prove that I'm willing to change.
But, my lady...
Firstly, your trial of the heart. You went to Professor Capote and asked him to simulate conversations with you so you could better understand your boss. And the evidence is... Firstly, your trial of the... And the evidence...
What is this? Which one is this? Fan reply card. Yeah, this one.
Master Capote's Life Wiki version 12.0. This transcript records what you asked the lady to help you with. Here, we can see a bossy manager, and you being asked to do things outside of your job description. Clearly, Professor Capote is unlikely to master my speech or mannerisms anytime soon. Oh, but the content is the key here. I am the source of your pressure!
My lady, I did speak to Professor Capote, and I did ask him some things, but they had nothing to do with you. I've never experienced any pressure with you.
If anything, you're being pressured right now.
Oh, Arlen, won't you accept my apology? I'll just have to show you more evidence. We know the essence of your trial of the heart, and we also know that you asked Unhung to help you complete the trial of the mirror. I'm so sorry, Arlen. Until I spoke with...
Miss,
Hold it. This.
Sorry.
I know you can be tough, but you're not violent by nature, Arlen. Quite the opposite. Breaking a seal...
This interpretation is sounding a... This isn't just any old...
A photo?
Lady Asta, I like Peppy a lot, so...
No, Arlen. You don't need to find excuses for your actions. The combination of your simulated conversations with Capote and the entry in your work log about playing Holodisc with Peppy, it points to one thing. Me getting you to... You even printed out a photo of Peppy to constantly remind yourself to look after him. I know exactly what message you're trying to drill into yourself by sticking this photo onto your past. Arlen, taking Peppy out to play is an assignment from lead researcher Asta. You better throw that holodisc like it's a full-on discus. If you spare any effort, Lady Asta will find out and punish you terribly for all eternity.
Oh my god.
My lady, don't you think that's a long thought to... Lady Asta, please! I always try to complete every assignment you give me, regardless of whether it's within my job I really like taking Peppy out to play.
Asta, I don't think Arlan is upset with you.
Arlen doesn't have any other bosses. Who else would it be? March, he asked to accompany you so he could learn how to manage his stress, right?
What? Arlan wanted to go on assignments just to experience stress? Phew. Good thing I let him go alone. My calming influence would have ruined his training. Guess I made the right decision after all. What did he say? That I'm good at solving people's problems?
Arlen, all I want you to understand is how but stop! Arlen, I understood the level of stress you're dealing with as soon as I saw this photo.
the photo of Arlen's back.
Didn't I take that photo?
I'm always giving you tasks and assignments, but I never actually see how you... When I saw this photo, when I saw you fighting alone just now, I'm just sorry that I gave you the stress of all my private affairs on top of an already stressful job. Please.
My lady, I'm very touched, but I started this trial because of Madame Herta.
What?
Whenever she's back on the space station, Madame Herta assigns me things outside the security department remit. Even if I dare to refuse, I wouldn't know how. She's just
Yeah.
overbearing. Whether it's helping her test some new specimen or looking for ancient documents I've never even heard of. Assignments like those were okay before the invasion. But now, I need to focus on clearing out any last traces of the Legion.
Aha! So you're trying to learn how to reject Herta and then put it into practice.
Yes. I found an anonymous handwritten journal while I was cleaning up.
Okay, this is taking way too long.
There were... I'm sorry, my lady.
So,
I've never...
All right, right?
You both need to use your brains more.
Hey, this is supposed to be a happy moment.
Anyway, Dunhong was right.
You keep saying that. What did...
Thank you for helping late.
You're welcome. Although if you really want to thank me, let me play Holodisc with Peppy, please.
Oh my gosh. Islands become a visitor to the Express. You might come across an island when you return to the Express. Has obtained 1 Peppy icon. Freestyle. Sorrows of Young Arlen. Alright. That was a doozy. So I'm going to take a minute and see if I can get some fun warps. Who knows? Maybe I'll get lucky. Sometimes I wonder if I'm colorblind because for a split second that looked purple. 4 cards. Dang. Trend to the universal market. Okay. 1 more. Gosh dang. I haven't gotten a single character from, what's it called? The Hunt? Yeah, I don't think I have a single person from The Hunt. Alright, new mission. I'll go with this one.
It's getting late. Where to now?
It's getting late, apparently. It's kind of funny that I can just, like, walk back in here. Hey, Celine. He said that my strings stirred his heart, and to that tune his flute played all through the night. I can feel something deep in the harmony. I know I'm still young, but I'm sure he's the one. Huh? Are you here for my singing again? That won't do. You need to enjoy the performance in theater. Or are you here for something else? Everything going well? Yeah, actually, it's going really well. Since you gave me that precious intel about Tamila, I felt closer and closer to her. I'm starting to feel the mystery surrounding her is gradually becoming clearer to me. But it's obviously not enough. I remember Miss Vasca was saying that Tamila and her have different tastes in novels. Then maybe her taste in fiction can showcase a little more of her soul? Can you help me find out with one more favor? Go to the bookstore over in the administrative district and ask if Tamila has any favorite books. Please? Fine. Treasure. Phone booth. Reliance phone booth. You could transform into a superhero. You rarely deal with such old, bulky communication devices, though it's obvious you'll get a chance to find out how phone booths work now. Nobody in the phone booth? No Belobogians dying to use it either. A good time to hog it all to yourself. Alright, check it out. Need say that. Let's explore this small space a bit. You spot a small card next to the rotary dial with a dial telephone with peeling paint. It reads, The Rightful Rights Society, followed by what you think is a phone number. 6877. You start dialing the number. Oops. Now you gotta figure out what to say if it does connect. You realize the call is picked up on the other end. The person preparing to engage in a heated exchange of words with you. Time for improv. The Rightful Rights Society, how can I help you? Improv. Let's see. What can we do for you? I'd like to know more about this society of yours. Why, of course. We're a volunteer group consisting of Belobogians to help all members of temporarily escape the bond of families and responsibilities. We're essentially a non-profit organization with no fees to join. You just have to help fellow members in your spare time. We also offer a one-time trial service for free. Just call us and let us know what you need, and we'll arrange it for you. I've got something you can help with. Let's get the show started with your own legendary life story. You are the 23rd generation rightful heir to a certain Belobog family. You are beautiful. Your hair spreads as rosy clouds, and even tears as you cry seem like pearls. You are wealthy. You're weighted on hand and foot and given the best in life. Oh my, how impressive. Yes, not only did a rich fop like you avoid becoming spoiled, you even dedicated yourself to self-improvement. More still, you fought crimes, helped the poor, and even met the Supreme Guardian. However, that's not your true aspiration. The Supreme Guardian? Your greatest wish is just to get rid of the chores in life and go see your idol Serval at the workshop again. You just need a little help with the Rightful Rights Society to do that. You've explained your needs in detail. It's clear your awesome story touched whoever took the call, as indicated by the faint sobbing. In the end, they yielded to each of your unreasonable requests, even encouraging you not to let the impossible dreams keep you down. Their response is as follows. Don't worry, the Rightful Rights Society always comes through. You say goodbye, and the other end quickly hangs up. Undoubtedly, you've won this round. Nice. Push in the ladder. More praise of high morals. A quiet and foreboding wrought iron fence blocks the way. Quiet isn't the right word to describe it, because at this moment you can hear a faint muttering. Venture no closer, no closer, the iron gate seems to say. Then again, the voice could have come from the nervous man behind the gate. You approach him to ask why he on earth he is playing ventriloquist for the gate. Venture no closer to me. Belobog's iron gate can talk. Venture no closer to me. Ah! Are you asking me? I was simply too nervous to have noticed you. I'm truly sorry. What are you nervous about? It's the back alley. Have you not heard? Some ghostly goings-on have been happening in the back alley recently. Oh, are you not a resident of this neighborhood? The back alley is an alleyway behind the theater. It's where the poor people live. Ghostly goings-on? Ooh, investigate it again? Investigate what again? I'm not too sure about the details. Just know that they're among us. They've gotten their hands on some of the residents. You don't have to be this polite with me. Oh, thank goodness. Why leave the place then? It's all because of this gate. The neighbors and I wish to leave this place too, but we can't seem to get it open at all. All we can do is come out occasionally for some fresh air. Ah, it's getting late. I have to return. Maybe this is just my luck. Down this back alley. The man up ahead mutters some confusing words, but his head shakes incessantly before disappearing into the shadows of the theater. What a strange man. Wonder if I'll run into him again. Locked gate. You have no idea what's behind it. Investigate what again, Kibo? Did I miss something? Oh, the phone booth. You only have the administrative district so far, so you start to wonder how big Belobog City is. How many people rely on phones to contact each other? You start to think about the fantasy shows you used to watch. Can't help wondering how ripping your shirt off in a phone booth would feel. Yep, seems like that's it. Oh hey, a trash can. There's a leisure elegance to the trash cans, which exudes command and confidence. It may have something to do with the letter fragment in its possession. Content of a letter that's pieced back together. Miss Lila, I hope you will keep this letter safe. Maybe it will lift the curtains of a nice story on everybody's lips. The month that we've been working together is far too short. The first thing that I noticed about you was your beauty. You're far more beautiful than most other women, but not quite as beautiful as my first love. But that's not important. Your real charm is your down-to-earth work attitude, which is the quality of a woman in Belobog should have in this new era. The earnest way in which you prepared for interview articles is charming. I was captivated by your clear organization and thoughtful questions. If I were conducting the interview, I would have been more thorough, specifically with the improvisation and humor. In the future, feel free to communicate with me, and I'd be more than happy to give you constructive feedback, making your work easier. I heard your magazine, Voyager, is a young media company only recently established. Plenty of challenges await in the future. An unwed woman like yourself will surely need an outstanding partner to face those challenges together. Allow me to reintroduce myself. For 3 consecutive years, I've been voted as the backbone of the magazine, Crystal Daily. Many colleagues call me the one who is most daring to speak out. Of course, in our line of work, that is a good quality to have. In my spare time, I participate in various sports. I'm exceptionally good at long-distance running, and have won many awards for the suburban snow cross country. I think you'll find that there aren't many men like me. However, if you do like me, please don't become too attached. Fates guide our love, and we must do the utmost for Belobog. What kind of love would require us to sacrifice our job? What kind of love would have us be filled with guilt and shame? Please respond within 7 days of reading this letter, otherwise I will be too busy to... The rest of the torn letter is missing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a reference to Superman. I like what the writers have been doing with Superman lately, making him a more, like, well, for lack of a better word, human. Even though he's Kryptonian, it's just nice to see. It's nice to see that this kind of like personal side to him again. You know, I missed Smallville Clark Kent.
I want to see the adventurous moles.
I don't think I've met you before. Is this your first time visiting the bookstore? Tamila, you mean the musical actress? Sorry, I'm not into musicals and I don't know any celebs. However, she certainly had made an impression on me. Some time back, she kept coming over to ask if there's any novels similar to Evening Ember at the Goth Hotel. I even read this book so I could make some suggestions for her. It's an excerpt from an unfinished romance novel. She said she loves this book, and I remember how she said it. It's such a blessing to read this book over and over again in a cozy, warm bedroom with my flowers. Unfortunately, the few books I recommended to her, she doesn't seem to be satisfied with them. But that's pretty common. At some point, everyone finds that one book that's irreplaceable. Sometimes it has nothing to do with the book, but rather the reader's state of mind. If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my book. See you later. You there. Give me a newspaper. I will buy it. I'll buy one of those. And these. There we go. I find it funny that I can just walk around Belobog being a wanted criminal, even though there's an otherworldly, sensuous portrait here, or rather a wanted poster. The woman in the poster is smiling like a flower, holding a camera. She looks at you affectionately, or possibly at someone just behind you. Honestly, it's hard to take seriously this beautiful portrait before you. It looks exactly like her, yet different in every sense. If you twisted my arm, perhaps it's a little less joyful. You decide to peel it off the wall. If she likes it, you can stick it back up. Is this gonna be like a Sanji situation where Sanji keeps getting his picture like printed and drawn wrong? It's no surprise that Tamil would love a romance novel, but I've never heard this particular one. Its intel is highly useful, thank you. Maybe hidden within this novel are Tamil's secret thoughts about love. Thanks a lot for helping with this. Take this as a token of my appreciation. Okay. I love how I can just walk through tearing down portraits of my friends and being like, yeah, don't mind me. Oh my god. I gotta take a picture of that one. Oh, that's too good. There's an aggressively unbridled portrait here, or rather a wanted poster, but the guy's eyebrows portray a hint of serenity, as well as slight gravitas, yet not as wild as the poster itself. You can basically confirm who this guy looking down at you is. If you take the poster back to the train and show it to that person, he'll probably show exactly the same expression as in the poster. You decide to peel it off the wall for the sake of Belobog and for the sake of your companion. Okay, so this is... Let's see. Is there not a picture of me around? Gotta take a picture of that too. There's an expressively unbridled portrait here. The figure is highly unique. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Or to be more descriptive, his deep blue hair and jade green eyes. This isn't going over your head, but the portrait really is so expressive that any description here would be gilding the lily. Look, his half-smiling sneer says it all, really. You decide to peel it off the wall, mainly for Belobog. Thinking of all you've been through here, you don't really care how the character in the poster feels. Oh, a book to steal. Your heart must be as cold as the benches in Belobog, Poet Andre. The benches are ergonomic in design, but their placement doesn't take the environment into consideration. Who? There's an otherworldly sensuous portrait here. A guy in the water poster appears aloof, holding a blue flower as cool as ice. You identify him as the second male lead in a once popular period genre. Always indifferent, always at a distance, always struggling to keep emotions in check. We usually call this kind of guy... Darn it, he wanted to come up with a cooler nickname, but these kilobytes of brain power seem preoccupied with an existing name. Cold Dragon Young. You said to peel it off the wall. The nameless have never left behind any credit for the good deeds done, let alone the portrait for as exquisite as this. There's got to be another portrait around. Fountain in the plaza is shooting out cool, tepid water. You can see through the ripples at the bottom of the fountain has metal coins strewn around. Looks like the locals use this as a kind of wishing pool. Count how much money there is. You're so bored you decide to count the money in the floor of the fountain. And bored is putting it lightly. There's loads of weird stuff floating down there, and there are more coins than can be counted. You need a more scientific method. Try utilizing principles of computer graphics. In a flash, you transform the entire fountain into a high-res image and save it in your memory. Next, you binarize these images in your mind and use morphology tech to begin your crazy calculation. In the end, you reach the final count, 142 coins. Is this number pertinent? Perhaps. You write it down, but then again, the number might change later on. I wonder what happens if I do a bad thing. Now I'll toss in a coin. You pull out a coin and make a wish as it flips through the air. Afterwards, the coin sinks down to the water, becoming just another unremarkable reflection among all the others. Patiently wait for your wish to come true when you hear a loud shout from behind. Turns out that you're not allowed to toss coins in here. You hurriedly walk away with no time left to wonder if your wish came true. Well, if people aren't allowed to toss coins in here... Hang on, are you serious? This is a plaza, in full view of the public. Take one big step back here. Even if nobody saw you, it's a public amenity. Wouldn't your conscience prevent you from doing this? Forget it. Seeing as this is such a creative idea, just go ahead and do it. But do so at your own risk. Ah, that's what that's for. Yes. It begs saying that this fountain really does have everything in it, just like the ancient treasure tombs of the emperors gone by. Look, somehow amidst those ripples, solid water? Makes sense to find it inside a wishing well, I suppose. There we go. Got a few things. Hey, I'll take that. 3 out of 10. Wow. Okay. I've got some searching to do. Hey, another trash can. You may have noticed that, yes, there are an unbelievable amount of trash cans in this city. Somebody did once propose to reduce the overall number, or to initiate some kind of garbage tax policy, but it only increased the amount of garbage on the street. Now people in this city have come to the consensus that trash cans are Belobog's other business card. Pretty postcards lying in the trash can. It reads, "Friend, you've crossed the line. This isn't something you should have touched. Signed, Garbage King." There's a coin glued to the back of the postcard. Seems like the king understands that you need to tip someone if you want them to pass on a message. Seems like you got yourself a real competitor when it comes to rooting through trash cans. Why would he call himself Garbage King? Isn't he embarrassed? The garbage lore is growing. Someone threw a book into the trash can. You pick it up. Seems a lengthy serial novel by the name of Tales of the Winterlands. Seem to have the incomplete 4th volume in your hands.
I've heard of that before.
Another one. There we go. Hey, and right across the street. Nice. 2 trash cans. One stands glamorously shining. The other lies unceremoniously rusting. You want to help it up, but think better of it. Even trash cans have their dignity. The trash lore. I got another sanctity of the trash can.
Around and have a look.
Huh. Alright. Huh. Okay. Oh, hey. Here's a trash can I haven't touched. Pretty postcard lies among the garbage. Reads, "Stay your hand. Only the following persons are permitted to go through Belobog's trash cans. Tatalov, Garbage King, and myself." It continues. And the 45 members of the cleaning squad. There's nothing written on the back. You're confused. Even trash cans are serious business in this city. You can't stop me. Take it as a personal challenge. Alright. Where are we at? 7? Nice. Oh, how did I not notice that? 8. Inside this trash can is as good as new. You've never seen a trash can that's clean before. In fact, you've never seen anything that's clean before. This trash can is like the universe's very incarnation of purity. Maybe we're going too far. Stroke the trash can? Stretch your hand and gently stroke the trash can. The soft, tender, smooth, unconstrained, and tactile sensation travels up your fingertips. Feel a great sense of satisfaction, like that of a fairy tale princess who's just woken up from a night's sleep on 9 mattresses stacked on 9 mattresses stacked on top of each other. All concern, exhaustion, sense of duty fly away. There's no doubt about it. This is the world's most beautiful trash can. What's up? What's in there? What's with your expression? Nothing, you decide to tell her. There's gotta be more trash cans. It's a pretty day.
I'll see you at the usual place this weekend.
Okay. No garbage bags around, or garbage cans around here. Interesting. There's no garbage cans that I haven't already interacted with. You're going to fill the life of the Silvermane Guard for yourself. The graduation, deployments, meritorious contributions, youthful brilliance, how they offended some loser who got demoted, thrown out in the cold. Wait, is that definitely a person? Don't tell me it's a statue. Oh, for the love of... Looks like it really is a statue. As you approach, you see a light flicker in the guard's eyes. Whew, still a person. Conveying a silent order to go away. The guardsman seems unhappy at your arrival. Apparently, he didn't welcome your approach. For some reason, a sweet female voice pops into your head. How about we explore the area ahead of us later? The Silvermane Guard is keeping watch on the road. They had to stand here all day. Must be bored to death. Not to mention it's really bad for your knees. Alright. That's the wrong button. I keep pressing that button for some reason. Is there a garbage can up here? I wonder. I've already talked. I've already interacted with that one. I almost said I've already talked to that trash can. There's something wrong with me. Yep, I officially think that I've seen it all. You know what? We probably can go over here and get some level up stuff. Pom-pom.
Quit being a nuisance! I'm working!
Cool.
It's getting late. Where to now?
There's a reference. The voice that led to more deaths than a Hilliker. Paimon saying, how about we explore that area ahead of us later? We meet again. Are you here for a vacation this time? Feel free to take the seat next to me and have a break. What do you got for sale? Oh, yeah. Nope. Let's see. Well, I guess I should spend some stuff. Can't have too many adventure logs. What is the Shadow of Destruction anyway? Alarm destruction generated. I have exactly enough. Nice. New messages. Group chat. I see that Andre's coordinates are still at the space station. Maybe it'd be easier to chat in a group. There's a batch of my old manuscripts in the space station, and you know how I've been writing a book for the IPC, so I've been thinking. Maybe how I could just copy and paste a few pages of my old manuscripts for the extra book content. One of them is called Decompression Equation 36 or something. I can't remember the exact name. Anyway, that's the content. I have to clean up the Antimatter Legion. Help me find it and send it to the office. Mission accomplished. We found it. Send it over then. Incidentally, I do have an experiment that can use some help from both of you. Alright. You know, I kept wondering if I should... If I kept seeing Paimon and jokes about Paimon being food. And I was like, now I kind of want to try. Nice.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Are they? There you are, you grocery store worker. Yeah, welcome to Lauder's Humble Shop. Don't hesitate to let me know what you need. Want to buy something? 700. What are these for? Guess I could use more adventure logs. Perfect. We are wildfire. Cool. All right. Let's try this out. I have 3 passes. I also have 949. It's almost enough for a 10 warp. I might save it. I do have 3 of these stellar warps, so. Darn. Darn. Well. think... Do I have enough for a 10 pull? It was like 20% off. I need 1280. Okay. Yeah, still need a bit. That's fine. I'll just keep going with the story. I'll probably make it soon enough.
Hey, you came. That was fast.
Hey there, Sela. What troubles Wildfire
Didn't I
got
tell
into?
you? Long story short, the underground used to have many mines. However, in recent years, some sort of corrosion called the fragmentum started to spread. It's ruined a lot of mines. The one we're heading into is relatively unaffected. A bunch of vagrants made it their home after their old turf was consumed by the fragmentum. Actually, most of them are pretty honest folks. But with such a large group, it's inevitable that troublemakers will find their way in. They've been stealing stuff from the miners and picking fights. And that's not the worst of it. Things are much more serious this time. For 2 days now, huge clashes have been breaking out between the miners and the vagrants. It isn't pretty. Mines are our lifelines in the underworld. We have to keep providing geomarrow to the overworld in exchange for supplies. In order to quell the situation, Chief Oleg brought Wildfire into the mine and left me in charge of security for the towns. But the situation in the mine is critical. I have to back him up.
Yeah, let's go.
As for you, the Chief will decide your fate when we see him.
Good. I've been wanting to come face to face with the leader of the underworld.
You're about to come face to face with reality.
Yeah, you're acting a little cocky there, princess.
Huh? Isn't that the doctor lady?
What's Natasha doing here? Things must be worse than I thought.
11 chests.
Nat, I didn't think you'd be here. Where's Oleg?
Hey, Zila and Sampo's guests. So it looks like you've already met.
Yep.
I haven't seen Oleg. The miners said they saw him take a group further in.
His people.
Miners and their family members. They want an explanation from the instigators. This area up ahead is a vagrant dwelling, but they've sealed off the entrance. I guess they're afraid that angry miners might try to take revenge. I heard that many were injured in the clashes, so I hurried over here to see if I could help.
How could the situation here become such a mess?
I heard the first mining team found a geomarrow vein with incredible deposits. The initial estimate put it at the largest discovery in the last 30 years.
Are you serious? That's big news. How come I never heard about it?
Well, they weren't in a hurry to make it known. Most of the mines have been contaminated by the fragmentum. Many people are out of work. They were afraid of being overwhelmed if they let the word out. But the vagrants here have keen eyes. They couldn't keep it hidden from them. Some local gangs wanted to profit from the situation, so they blackmailed the mining team for hush money. And that was the final straw.
That's the price of guarding a secret.
I can understand your thinking. It's just that the underground is in difficult straits. And that's how the clash started. Now both sides are dealing with heavy losses. So, are you guys here to help resolve the conflict?
I don't know.
They're here
I'm
because
a
they
prisoner,
need a
so.
favor from Chief Oleg. I'm escorting them. And seeing as you need that helping hand, It wouldn't be too much to ask you to lend one here first, right?
Of course we want to help. We care about other people too, you know.
Came here willing to help out.
Oh, that's quite nice of you.
I believe we're dealing with kind-hearted people here, Zila. As you've all seen, the situation down here is, strained. If you can, we would really appreciate you helping the people.
Sure, what do they need? Relics. Relics. Musketeer of wild wheat. Okay. Where speed by 6, basic attack damage increases by 10%. What am I equipping this with? Found some strange items. Relics. 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 Those are relics. Gee, thanks. So what is a relic? Construct made from the data stream, manipulated with the link to stellarons and the fragmentum phenomenon. What we refer to as relics are objects corroded by the fragmentum whose data is saved and then constructed. Thanks. So what's a relic? You could consult Herta. She's an expert in relic research. I'd rather not. Like, I'd really rather not. Sheesh. Alright, so there's no chest over here.
Giant ore vein, the one they discovered. That must be where the clashes are centered. Come on, let's get to higher ground and take a look.
One. Hey, book. Stealing. Am I gonna read these books? Probably not.
That person up ahead, is he asleep?
Let's head up and take a look. He might need help.
Falling asleep in a place like this. Impressive. Hey, wakey wakey! You'll get mushrooms growing on your head.
What? Mushroom bread? I can't see it on the menu. Miss Seela!
Have you got a death wish or something? How can you sleep here? Get back to safety and take shelter.
Take shelter? I remember now. These guys came out of nowhere and got into a fight with the mining team. At the time, I was exhausted. I'd hardly run a few feet when one of them caught me. If it weren't for Wildfire, they'd have stolen the clothes off my back.
And they'd take your clothes? These ones?
You don't know these guys. No moral compass. They'd rob you blind in a flash. It's only thanks to Wildfire that the Great Mine hasn't fallen under their control completely. Speaking of which, where is Wildfire? Did they head further in? Is there a fight happening?
It seems like Chief Oleg must be up ahead. Hurry up and get back to safety. Look for Nat. And try not to get into another
Okay. Thank you for, getting me on my feet. If I get back soon enough, I'll have time for a nap.
I recognize that woman. That's Elaine from First Mining Team. Quick, let's get up there and see if she's wounded. Elaine! Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Zila, thank goodness. I'm fine. Just a couple of sprains. You've got good timing. Those vagrants were asking me about the robots, but I don't know anything.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Don't you know? The intersection of the Great Mine has been...
New challengers enter. About time. Human-only conflicts are so boring.
Does anyone know where the robots come from?
At first, we thought that a collective fault had occurred in the excavation machines. But then we found out that those machines didn't even belong to the mining team. They came out of nowhere and pushed the vagrants and us back. Then they blocked off the only tunnels into the intersection.
Maybe someone's playing tricks?
There's no way anyone in the mining team is behind this. Operating a single unit is tiring enough, but a whole group? Impossible.
And there's only one possibility. Boss Svarog.
Svarog?
Svarog? That name sounds familiar.
You remember the robots we defeated in the boxing gym?
Oh, Boss Svarog's robots. What's his deal?
Let's just say he's not to be trifled with. Let's go and find some other people. Elaine, can you make it back to safety?
No problem. Zila and the rest of you, be careful.
Robots? Aligned against humans? I've never heard of such a thing. Machines should obey humans unconditionally.
That's not the only thing you won't have heard of down here, princess.
Alright.
Is this elevator broken? Why isn't it responding?
Why are you worried about this piece of junk? Do you
Hey,
really
it's
know
the
that
Trash
there
Taste
could be a live
Boys.
target for the robots?
But if we evacuate, then haven't we lost out?
You idiots. We'll just steal off the miners. Look, I saw with my own eyes. They managed to bag some geomarrow. This is a perfect opportunity.
Oh, good idea.
Man, I feel like they could have taken a little bit more direction, especially Joey.
Still after the miners, are you? Time to teach you a lesson.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
My turn.
There we
Try
go.
hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
This is our chance.
Frozen.
Batter up.
Shuffle attack.
Rules are made to be broken.
Quick enough.
Fleeing at the first sign of danger. That's all they're good for.
Huh? What's this? Did those guys leave it behind? Whoa! What the heck? Beep, beep, beep! Searching for potential user. Beep, beep, beep! Voice print detected.
I don't like this robot.
Corresponding identity information. Oh my, it's an alien! Hey, it talks! And it knows that we aren't from this planet?
It doesn't seem to be technology from here. Look, it even has an Interastral Peace Corporation logo on it. Perhaps it's an antiquity, left behind by some past interstellar traveler.
Beep, beep, beep. Your mom's an antiquity.
What?
Beep, beep, beep! Whatever. So you aliens know about the Interastral Peace Corporation? That's great! Beep, beep, beep! Self-introduction. I am Richard, the home use object finder. Model information. Version 0.63. Professional model.
Nickname? Findy.
Findy.
A home use object finder? Who knew the IPC made these kinds of products?
Beep, beep, beep. My brainwave scanner module is damaged. Please send me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store near you for free repair within the warranty period of 232 years, 84 days. Beep, beep, beep. Alien, please take me to an Interastral Peace Appliances retail store to conduct repairs.
What? This fella's already broken. What should we do? Take it with us?
This robot I wanted to punt like a football. Yeah. Let's take it. Maybe it could be of some use.
Yes, yes, yes. When you need to find something you can't see, just call upon Findy. That's me.
Anyway. It's gonna break this. There we go. Twinkly winkly? Not authorized to use lift. I guess we have to call an Uber. Dumps.
What was that? Think you could take
Tough luck running into me.
There we go. Whack.
Too late to repent.
My turn.
Lift up.
There we go. I think it's funny that canonically you've never met certain characters before, but you've been playing with them for like days since you rolled them.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Hello there, friend. No, that won't do. There we go. I saw a little Pac-Man. Please follow the instructions on the panel and confirm the exploration path. Oh. Detecting obstacles, clear the path. Alright. Whack.
The truth of life is sanctuary. It's but a vision. Break!
Tough luck running into me. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
This is our chance.
Rules are made to be broken.
There we go. Come on, buddy. Obstacles in the way. I already cleared the path.
Hey, what's that commotion? It sounds like there's a big argument happening. Let's get closer and take a look.
Yeah. Bye-bye, friend. Is there anything else on there? Feels like this goes quite a ways, actually. Yeah! There we go. Can I walk through there? No. Alright.
Keep at it.
Keep at it. Ugh.
Something I'm not seeing? No. Okay. Oh.
Cowards and bullies. I don't remember you guys acting this tough around Svarog's minions. Did your parents never teach you what a backbone was?
We ain't stupid. Why would we risk our lives against the robots? And get off the high road. You can't just find a huge chunk of geomarrow and hog it all to yourselves.
This mine is our territory. The mining team is laboring here day in and day out. You guys don't even pretend like you're here to lend a hand. You're lazy. All you want is to profit off our sweat and tears. You don't even try hiding it. Disgraceful.
Where does disgrace come into it when we can't even fill our stomachs, huh? I know your game. You're just waiting for us to starve to death so there's more food for your mining team.
It's a waste of time trying to reason with you. While you've been kicking up this fuss, the whole vein's been seized by robots. Now we're all in the same boat.
Right. We can't rely on the vein anymore. But don't forget which side brought loaded guns to the party.
Whoa, easy. What are you trying to pull off? I'm warning you, wildfire are in the area.
Empty threat. Wildfire are stuck dealing with Svarog's minions. How are they gonna help you now? Unless you're planning on taking a bullet. Hand over the supplies and equipment.
They're getting ready to attack. Those miners are unarmed.
You shameless scoundrels!
Time to be the hero. Leave it to me.
No need to play the hero. I'm going with you.
Damn, she saw right through me.
I'm going too. We can't let these thugs get away with whatever they like.
Aha! And who do we have here? Do you know whose territory this is?
Shut it. This isn't your territory.
Let's make it quick.
I'm in a hurry. I'll take you all in one go.
My turn. You could
Whack.
still surrender.
Fighting is meaningless.
Whack.
For mischief.
Oh, Zila, thank goodness you came. We were nearly...
Nothing but a few knuckleheads. I'm just glad you're okay. Antonia, have you seen Chief Oleg?
Oleg? He took a group into the intersection. Said it was to clear off the invading robots. They've been gone for a while now. If Wildfire was around, those thugs wouldn't have dared.
Seems like the core of this problem is Svarog's robots.
We didn't talk about
The
this boss.
He appeared suddenly after the guards were redeployed and became a major player in the underworld. Svarog claims to be a guardian of humanity, while the ownerless robots obey his commands. They've occupied the Furnace Core hub, and they're not letting anyone get close. Nobody knows why Svarog did any of this. He usually doesn't leave the Furnace Core and interfere unless some kind of disorder breaks out in the underworld.
Wait, a guardian of humanity? That can command robots? No, I've never...
Looks like your mighty architects weren't as all-knowing as you thought.
Can you two say anything without quarreling? This isn't the time!
Thanks, March. Finally. Bronya's like, wow, this is new. And then Sila's like, yeah, everything's new to you, isn't it? It's like, geez.
Yeah, we still need to talk with the chief. It's only a bunch of scrap metal. When we...
Oh, is Zila...
I'll be honest. You guys are hardworking. If everyone from Wildfire were as impressive as you on the battlefield. Antonia, can you take the mining team back through the entrance to meet up with Natasha?
Sure thing. But be careful. There are a lot of robots up ahead.
Sounds like a plan. All right. Well, it's been a couple hours. I think this is a good time as any to kind of call things here. Thanks everybody for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your support, the conversations, the chat. Means a lot to me, really does. Days like this are why days like this when the chat's a little busier are times that make it really worth it. And I really enjoy talking to each and every one of you. So feel free to communicate. You know, it's a great way for me to get to know your thoughts, feelings, things that I missed. If there's something kind of nice that I missed, maybe let me know. I'll go through some of the achievements here. Maybe I'll get lucky and let's see. Do I have enough yet? No, not yet. I'm gonna save it for that 10 pull. Yeah, once again, thanks so much. You guys are all the best, and I wish everybody a great night full of rest, relaxation, fun. It's whatever you guys make of it. Have a great night.